Okay, those are the stocks that matter in trade at the moment. But we're going to continue our coverage on Jet Airways. In an unprecedented move yesterday, you did see the founders, like we told you, Naresh Goyal and his wife Anita Goyal, step down from the board. The airline, the oldest private airline in India, the second largest in India, is no longer a private airline of sorts. It's quasi-national, with the public sector banks taking a 50.5% stake. They're calling it transient equity. Will be looking for a new investor, confident of closing that deal by 31st of May, finding the new buyer, that is by 31st of May. With the Goyals stepping down, the public sector banks have put in 1,500 crore rupees into the airline. That stock higher by 9.5% in trade. But it doesn't end there. The government is certainly on top of the situation. In fact, within 24 hours of this development, the Aviation Ministry has called for a meeting which will have the management from Jet Airways, which will include now one of the largest shareholders, SBI. SBI is the largest lender to Jet Airways and of course, now a stakeholder in the airline. Rajneesh Kumar, the chairman, in fact, will be in New Delhi at the Aviation Ministry. Let me go across to Ashna Mishra for more on this. Hi, Ashna. You reported late evening yesterday how the Aviation Ministry has called for this meeting. The meeting is scheduled for 2 p.m. What exactly is the agenda?
Yes, that's right. The Aviation Ministry has called on the Jet board today, and they will be meeting at 2 p.m. here today. And also, we are also picking up that SBI chairman Rajneesh Kumar is also likely to be present at the meeting. And on the agenda, we are picking up is the operational plan for Jet Airways. As we know that the resolution plan by lenders was discussed yesterday, so now it is to take it a step further and now discuss the operational plan of it. They will be discussing how to bring in certainty in operations of Jet in the next coming days. Also, the Aviation Ministry sources have been telling us that the ministry and the government, they have been keeping a very close watch and have been monitoring this whole saga continue with great focus. And now they are not that much concerned about the financial side of it, but the Aviation Ministry's constant focus right now is the safety of passengers, is to ensure that the consumers, they do not have to face any undue hardship. Also, as we know that there have been several cases of high fares and consumer inconvenience in the recent past, and the period of April to June could also be a bit challenging for the sector, but the Aviation Ministry expects that all these things can be tackled and the high fares can be handled by increasing capacity, and after this period of April to June, the capacity will be increased and the things will start to look positive again for the sector.
Right. Also, okay, Utkarsh is also with us. He's picking up some exclusive details about funding, the revival plan, or one can say the strategy that one has. Utkarsh, take it away. What's the strategy ahead?
So, in fact, what we are bringing up, Pankaj, is that just minutes after the announcement of funding coming in for Jet Airways management has reached out to all the lessors and assured them for payments to start coming in. And while, in fact, what they told the lessors is that they are expecting the money to come in this week. So from next week, in a due course, they will start really paying all the lessors. Also, what we are picking up is that they expect that in the next 3 to 4 weeks, they will have the 70 to 75% of the fleet back, which is grounded. Why 70 to 75%? Because we believe that there might be some lessors in the industry as well who might not really like to continue with it, or might have other commitments given the fact that there was a lot of non-payment coming in, or there can be renegotiations. So they're hoping from a fleet of around 119, they want to come to a 95 to 100, say in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Also, the communication to the pilots will go today or tomorrow regarding their salary paybacks as well. So clearly, Jet Airways swinging into action the moment they have realized that they will be getting some money in to make sure that they get back to where they were. Because remember that even if you have to really get that stake of what is the most important part of Jet Airways, it's the routes which they fly. It's the destinations which they have, and it's the 125 aircraft, which 119 aircraft which once they had. So clearly, Jet Airways wants to get back to normal operations to be where it was, and then maybe finding a new suitable buyer will be easier enough.
Okay, Utkarsh as well as Ashna, we're going to leave it at that. Jet Airways, a high flyer in trade for the third day on the chart. And ET Now has been on top of every twist and turn. We'll be bringing you all the updates from that crucial meeting at 2 p.m. But, after not just telling you that yesterday we're going to see an ownership change, we also got you the new owners of Jet Airways on ET Now. Here's the SBI chairman, Rajneesh Kumar, in an exclusive conversation with ET Now, talking about the road ahead, convinced that yes, despite Etihad's 12% stake and Naresh Goyal's 25% stake, a new buyer will indeed be found, that Jet is a lucrative buyer and that existing shareholders can always rebid.